Hey YouTube, it's your girl Floyd fan since 2000 with another True Blood review, season 6, episode 3, entitled You're No Good. Starts off just where it left off with Eric Northman trying to glamour Willa, the governor's daughter. Turns out it doesn't work, and the cops end up coming, so he ended up having to take her with him. Bill just had a vision saying that he saw everybody burning and that he thinks Lilith was trying to tell him this so he could save everybody. Jessica goes, "You can't change the future." He goes, I'm not trying to do that, but I at least need to try to help save them. Warlow tries to come for Sookie, and the grandfather goes out. Jason tries to go out and save them. He ends up getting knocked down, and they have to come back inside the house. Sookie asks, the grandfather now asks Sookie why she isn't afraid, and she says, "I am afraid, but I'm always afraid, I'm always being chased and hunted by somebody, and I can't continue to be afraid for everything. Unless Warlow is in front of my face about to kill me," she says she's not going to get worked up over him. She says she's always in danger, and she asks her grandfather now why Warlow wants her blood so much. He says because your blood is royal, your blood is royal, and that's why he wants it. Eric and Willa, the governor's daughter, shows up at Fantasia, and Pam is pissed and says, "Why is she here? Are you going to kill her? Her father tore up everything that I have, kill her for revenge." And Tara disagrees and says this is why vampires hate us and that we need to stop doing this. And he tells Eric and Tara to go, and he's talking to Willa, and Willa says, "You don't have to glamour me. I'm with you. I hate my father. I don't agree with what he's doing. He's no good. I like the vampires." And he also says that he misuses the money. He's been building this torture camp to try to kill and study the vampires. And Eric asks her where the torture camp is, and she says, "I don't know. The only reason why I know that is because I've been snooping around. Please don't kill me." They end up having to go to Ginger's house, and Ginger opens the door, and it's Eric glamoring her, but he's glamoring her like he's about to seduce her. He goes, "Yes, I realized that you offered me a sleepover. Now I'm here to take you up on it." She goes, "Oh, well, come on in." And then he goes, "By the way, I hope you're not mad. I brought some friends." And Pam just goes, "Invite me in." And she invites her in. And Tara goes, "Invite me in." She has to invite her in too. She goes, "So I guess this is not about us sleeping together?" And he goes, "No." He said, "But don't worry. Your day will come." They have a bigger fight over who gets what, and Eric says, "I don't trust you to not kill Willa, so she's going to sleep with me." Steve Newell is dropped off at this torture camp for vampires, and they want to know everything about Eric Northman, which he will blab and tell him. I'm so mad at him. I hope he gets killed. Okay, Sam and Lala wake up in Sam's trailer to find Nicole was there, and she was the one who helped them. She goes, "Sorry you got your butt whooped, but I think that you should come out as a shifter. I'm very sorry for that, for Luna and everything." And she offers her help with trying to find Emma, and he goes, "I appreciate that, but I don't need your help." She leaves, and Lala goes, "What's the plan, Sam? I'm gonna help you. You've always helped me. You've always respected me. You gave me a job. What's the plan?" And Eric. Oh, another key thing I want to say is Bill, because of his visions are in the daytime with Billith, he thinks now he can meet the sun and not burn. And he goes out to try to meet the sun. He ends up burning. He burns and burns. Goes in the house. He's like, I don't understand. Lilith. I'm thinking, you idiot. You could have killed yourself. Next thing you know, Now he goes to the ferry club and he finds out that they have been attacked brutally and Clyde is clinging to life, but he ends up killing him. He sees their visions of what happened through the blood. He sees what happens through the blood. Don't move. Sorry, I gotta looking at my notes. Jason tells Sookie about him seeing their parents, and he goes, they were telling me to do awful things to vampires. You think our parents were racist? Why we never saw them as being racist? And she goes, they have their faults like everybody else. It doesn't mean we can't love them. I really like Sookie this season, this episode, because she really wasn't trying to be perfect Sookie. She was just like, yeah, we have our faults. Everybody has their faults, but it is what it is. And I like that she's not so self-righteous. Oh, what else I want to talk about? Ricky is running from the police, and she runs to, I guess, Martha's house where Alcide and everybody is at. The police show up and ask about Emma. They lie and say that Emma's, they don't know who Emma is, and they ask to speak to Martha, and she comes out and she lies, and Ricky goes in and is like, what is wrong? She goes, I'm scared, I don't want to shift, and she scares the hell out of her and tells her to shift. The police come in and they see what they think to be a little baby werewolf, and after they leave, her and Alcide get into an argument. She says that Emma's bringing in too much trouble, and Alcide says her parents are dead because of him and that he wants to protect her. He's the pack leader, and she stays. And then Martha goes, bow down to him. And she bows down to him, and I just love Alcide as the pack master. A lot of people don't like that storyline, but I love it. The best part of the episode is where Willa and Eric are in the coffin, and she tries to talk to him and tells him how she again likes the vampires, how her mother ran off with a vampire from her father, and how she wanted to join him or join her, but she couldn't. Her father stopped it, and she notices that he has the bleed. She tries to grab the blood and drink the blood. He grabs her fingers and sucks the blood off her fingers. I thought that part was so hot. Then, I'm sorry, I'm looking at my notes. Ben and Now run into each other, and he realizes that he's the king of fairies, and he bows down to him. He tells the grandfather Niall that he wants to help kill Warlow, and they go back to Sookie's house. Steve Newland's wife comes to see him and basically tells him that he's screwed and that she's in politics now. Bill comes to see Sookie and just barges into her house. He tells her that her blood will help save Tara and everybody. She doesn't believe him, and she says to get out. He says, you won't reconsider? She goes, no. He goes, Sookie Stackhouse, you are dead to me. And he walks out, and he had Jason stuck up on the wall. He just releases Jason. Jason falls down on the floor, hits his head. I'm thinking they are just playing Jason in this episode, playing him to the deep end. Nicole and her crew come to visit the werewolves and trying to videotape them shifting. They end up attacking them. They end up shifting against Alcide's command, and they end up attacking her. She runs. She gets bit on the leg. Meanwhile, Sam goes to save Emma. And Bill has Jessica go and seduce this professor who is a scientist and help synthesize blood, and she goes and does it, and I guess she's gonna bring him to Bill. Oh yeah, and a phone call comes for Eric Northman, who they want to, I guess, try to negotiate to get his daughter back. Meanwhile, Eric already knows that his phone is being traced, so he just allows him to talk. He leaves and tells Ginger not to, or to tells Ginger not to say anything, that just keep him on the phone. And I'm running out of time, so that's why I'm going a little fast. They all leave, and I think that's about the end. Please rate, comment, and subscribe. This is my second time doing this, so I hope you like it.